Can start already or not?
Ish, memang potong steam lah you.
Hi guys, welcome back to Potong Steam Podcast, and as usual, I'm your host Eddie, and we have
Ceci.
Yeah, today is quite an interesting day. We have reached to about more than half of our projected podcast episodes, right?
Yes.
And you know, I figured out that we spiced things up a bit. I changed up my clothing, and I changed my mic. I changed everything I could change. My hair color turned brown. Yay!
It's still green.
Finally.
It's still a shitty color, but it's okay.
We'll wait until the MCO ends, you know, where we
Our
can
audience
all
has
stop
been
looking
seeing-
like orangutans.
Our audience have been seeing 5 episodes of the hair, you know.
I know, right? Every single comment, there's always something regarding to the hair, and I'm like, guys, don't be like this, guys. Guys, don't be like this. Come on.
Please be patient.
So-
It's coming. It's if MCO is over, I will just force him to go shave it off or something. Just be patient, everyone.
Yeah. But today's a very interesting topic, I would say, because I feel that a lot of our audiences, they have this type of dilemma, especially when they are getting a car which is brand new or secondhand, right? So today we'll be talking about that for this episode. But first of all,
But what's funny is both of us is driving second-hand cars.
I know, right?
This is something that
Technically, my car is,
is second-hand. Just
you could
face
say
it.
new, but
It's
it's
second-hand.
yeah, it's secondhand. I
second-hand.
can't say much. All right, so although we're driving secondhand car, right, but it still functions like a new car. But let's get over that first. Let's say, what are the cons of getting a new car?
What are the cons of getting a new car? Well, first, the most obvious one, if you're poor, is that new cars are often expensive.
That's very, very true. Oh my gosh, new cars. I think they are cheaper a bit now, considering that it's more easier to get a loan. Am I right? Yeah,
Sure, but still, they are expensive.
that's very true. But I mean, you can always go for an Axia, which is usually below 40k.
But we all know everyone's dream car is not like Asia or Myvi, it's something more. That's why they are called
Whoa. You
dream
can't
cars.
say nobody's dream car is a Myvi, man. Every Malaysian has the Myvi dream.
But we went out and then you ask any Malaysian, are their dream cars really a Myvi?
No,
Is
their
your
dream cars are
dream car
usually
Myvi?
a Honda City or what are the cars? I mean, Myvi usually their parents buy lah. But if you say what they really want, they would either want a City or Civic, maybe BMW. I don't know.
Not a Sutra. Someone's dream car macam tu kan?
We'll get to that, you know, the second-hand cons and pros later on. But I mean, as one of the cons, of course, will be expensive in the long term lah, because you need to pay your interest, and then you also need to pay for a much bigger price tag lah in terms of monthly payment, right? I think one more would be you'll feel more heartbroken when you crash that car.
That is true.
because if you think about it, you're a new driver. Let's say you're a new driver, you're a P driver. You are bound to crash your car.
Because I rented a car once and all I can think of is what if I crash the car? That's all I can think of is what if I crash this car? I can't pay for this car.
Did you crash the car?
No, it's fine. It's safe. My wallet is safe.
Good. Because just yesterday, I was delivering some products to a friend, and then
Ooh, what kind of product?
I
Are you
was finding a
smuggling some kind of
parking.
drugs?
No. It's related to my business with Tavin. If you haven't checked out the
Okay.
episode yet, do check it out.
Yes, we are not
But-
going through this again. You just check out the previous episode. I'm not going through this again.
Yeah, go through the
Continue.
previous episode, okay? You'll be fine there. But I found a parking. It was actually quite a tight parking, but being me driving a Myvi, everything is Myvi fits anywhere,
Yes.
So what I do, I was reversing the car. My car was already in between those two cars that were parked quite close with each other. And of course, usual, I put the handbrake and put the gear into neutral. Then when I lifted my foot off the brake, my car started going backwards.
And then there's where...
Eventually, I heard pang.
Wow!
But the pang right there wasn't that massive. Pew!
Okay,
not that type,
It wasn't that massive to your ears, but in your heart, there's something bigger than
Yes, yes, exactly. So I panicked, but lucky the car alarm of the parked car didn't go off. So I
Wait,
quickly
your car went back, and the pang was actually pang another car.
yeah, I mean my car
What's
bumper
that car?
pang another car.
What's that car?
Mitsubishi Lancer, I think.
Oh.
4x4, they are meant to be solid in a way, solid. So what I did, I quickly put into drive. I went front a bit because my front was actually quite close to the Vios in front of me already.
Yeah, please tell me nothing happened when you go front.
No, nothing happened. Okay, my front got sensor lucky, so I can
doing another
slowly
Mr.
go.
Bean tactic going front back on crashing everywhere, right?
No, that is the worst tactic.
Is this video exposing yourself doing some crimes? Because it is, you're editing yourself. I'm not into this. I'm not your partner in crime or anything.
But even if I say it, nobody knows where it is. I can only say it's a Mitsubishi Lancer. Oh wait, did I say Lancer just now?
For any Mitsubishi owners out there, if you have any scratches on your car, it might be a coincidence.
I don't think there
or
will
you
be
might
scratches because my car has no scratches.
Yeah, but Myvi are usually not destroyable and they are very solid as well. So I doubt your Myvi that is very easy to have scratches on. Did you even
Yes,
check?
I do agree with that.
Did you even check his car?
Oh, his car. I saw one look at the car the moment I got down from my driver's seat. I saw that his car was quite banged up. Like there were scratches in the front bonnet and stuff like that. So I was like looking, no big deal lah. Look at my car better.
Okay, if you happen to have a scratch, it might be a coincidence, or you can leave it at the comments below. I will help you sue this guy.
I do not need. Okay.
But it's true though. Usually new car is like something that is not play with. But if you have a second-hand car, most people will tell you, never mind, this car is for you to practice.
Yes, exactly.
It means nothing. You just practice with this car, crash how many times you can. Oh my god, I just realized our podcast has been calling people to crash their cars.
Actually, I mean, in this P driving period, if you crash your car, it's not to say no big deal. It's still a big deal because money is flying out of your bank account and your wallet. But
it's not cheap.
People will understand P drivers a bit more lah because they're still learning in a way.
Are you sure they understand or they are scared of P drivers?
There's two scenarios because P drivers, they exist in two variations. One is the very scared one, hey, don't come so close. The other one is like Fast and Furious, going straight down, don't care one. They think that they drive for 10 years already.
I think P, the sticker of the P, is like some kind of immunity pin for you, You know MasterChef where they give out the pin and you won't get eliminated?
Yeah.
That sticker there is like when we get into trouble, we expect other people to be like, it's okay, you're just learning.
Yes, I agree with that.
So I think in Malaysia, not just me lah, because I think a lot of people, when there's a long period of time where they did not drive, most people will just take the P there once they start driving. And they will not take it out.
Oh yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
So in Malaysia, P is actually quite powerful to use.
In some cases it's quite powerful to use lah. But the most common scenario in Malaysia is that a lot of people abuse the P.
Yes, there's another words to describe the P. But it's for other people's safety.
Yeah, but I feel that the drivers in Malaysia, like, of course, considering both of us, I would say that we are more tame drivers.
You're not. Where are you?
I am very tame.
He is not. Why are you lying in the podcast? You're not. You're not tame at all.
I am tame. It's just that when someone just doesn't abide to my laws,
Excuse me,
a lot of things will come out of my mouth.
We only have one law, and that is set by the our government. But then your law,
I mean, we all follow the government's law, but when we drive individually, we have our own law. It's like, I let you.
Drive?
It's like, it's like I let you cut. Like, you want to come to my lane, okay, I let you cut. You keluar signal, I let you cut. You don't keluar signal, suddenly want to change my lane, I don't let you cut. Or it can be like, okay, you keluar signal, and then you want to cut. But after 5 seconds, you don't cut, I'm going to run past you.
And that's
so
tame.
When you come out, you knock me, you salah.
And that's tame, everybody. That's tame.
Very tame. But overall, my driving is very chill. You know, I put on good music.
That's because your Myvi, you have to fully step on it so that it will move to a acceptable speed.
Very true. Very true.
So you are not tame. I saw how hard you press on it. If I change a car for you, we will not be driving 60 km per hour. That will probably
we will be driving 140.
That's why. So don't say you're tame. I know you're not tame because now your car is still not the best condition to drive fast. But if it is, you will see a very fast Myvi running through the highways.
But I would say there is also another con for new cars, which is there are a lot of restrictions that apply in terms of whether how you want to modify your car lah. Because usually cars, they give 5-year to 10-year warranties, right? And then if you modify anything, your warranty may get void. So I think if you say driving a new car, or you want to buy a new car and you want to modify it, it's kind of a con for us lah, whereby we can get a second-hand car and we just can modify it gao lah.
But still, if you modify already, there's also another con is that your warranty there will get affected, right?
Yes.
Because new cars,
right.
They have warranties to go to your service center and then you fix it there. But then once the service center, they know all the nuts and bolts have been changed, they're not entitled to fix it for you for free anymore because you're not there.
Yeah, they will charge you.
So that's of course the cons of it lah. Then don't
Yeah,
modify lor.
but that's why you need to tahan for 5 years If you cannot tahan, then get yourself a second-hand car.
Like what Tavin said in the previous episode. Get a second-hand car and do whatever you like on it.
You want to crash it also, no problem.
But I think most people, if they get like a new car, I don't think they are bound to modify it that quick one. Because new car, mostly people are looking at its features, their design and all those.
Yeah, but I would say if for new cars when they want to do any modifications, they will normally do aesthetics like maybe apply a wrap to it, or internal lighting, they want to add light strips, or those. I mean, those are very common for new cars. But if you say you want to change the exhaust, I don't think so yet, but maybe they add a muffler or something like that maybe
muffler. You've been saying muffler since the day we met Tavin. You realize that? Are you trying to get like a muffler sponsorship out of this?
Sponsor, please. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about the pros The pros of getting a new car.
You are so
first of all,
typical Malaysian. You're holding a ikat tepi.
Nescafe Ice ikat tepi satu, yeah.
Is it not obvious enough we are from Malaysia?
Malaysia good culture, man. I can't go to Mamang, I need to have a ikat tepi at home.
Oh my god,
But-
you already work from home, you still need to have an ikan tepi by your side.
Alright. Motivation, man. You need motivation to work. That's why you need ikan tepi.
Okay.
Back to the topic. So, new cars. Let's talk about pros lah. Because just now we've been talking about the cons. Let's talk about the pros. First of all, definitely more reliable,
True.
right?
Because it's not used before and all the parts are new, brand new.
Yeah, and that also leads to another point, which is you are the first owner of the car. Because
And
if you look at second-hand cars, the value of the car also depends on how many owners it has been through.
second-hand car often comes with mysterious sounds.
A lot.
Yeah.
a lot.
Second-hand cars are more musical than the brand new cars.
But if you buy a brand new car, you get the experience of unboxing the new car, you know?
The plastic.
Oh, plastic. Take off the plastic.
All the plastic. And usually when you get the brand new car, you won't take out the plastic, the one that covers the mirrors or the seats or all those.
Oh
It won't be
yeah,
so fast coming
we
out.
don't.
It's just until that point where you cannot tahan the plastic sound, you just tear it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, unboxing cars is better.
I know, right? But yeah, I mean, also another pros for new cars is that we also mentioned it in the cons just now is the warranty, which usually covers 2 to 5 years on average for the car's interior itself and also exterior. But there are also warranties that offer up to 10-15 years for other things like maybe the engine and stuff like that. So
I did learn a new trade though, like because usually I will ask how mechanics know that you went other place to like fix your car. I mean, everything is there. So that time I saw my brother's car, there's a lot of different kind of color. You know how they mark their spaces with
Oh,
colours,
yes, I do.
lines? Then I'm like, why is your engine so colorful? And then he's like, these are the marks where they indicate whether is it been touched before or someone has fixed it. Because once one of the marks is not in their place where they should be, means you have fixed it in other place, and then you're not entitled to be in their warranty period anymore.
yeah, that's true. And I mean, even in old cars, they also do exist. So, but however, if you're buying a second-hand car, do look out for those marks lah. Because normally, if you look at it, you'll know what has changed in the car lah, and you will kind of have a picture lah.
Usually second-hand car, I don't think those marks still exist anymore.
Actually, some still do lah, but it's not a lot. It's just like a very little amount. But because when you screw that nut, your wrench and the nut, they have friction, right? So the color will definitely go off a bit. But it's also affected by the rain and the heat and all those, so the color will definitely fade off lah. But usually when we look at second-hand cars, you will see the engine bay, the most important one, the support bars, the headlights, all those. These are the few things that we'll look at lah. Because if the headlight there's been changes before, is usually two types of conditions lah. One is it's very old and then you need to change it, or the second one is you bang the car or the previous owner bang the car and then change a new one and then they replace it. So from there you get to assess lah, has this car been in a crash before, and then you then justify with the value that's being offered lah. That's one thing lah. But another pro for new cars is of course newer design.
For me, this is kind of like, okay, it will be its pros for during the warranty period, but then after the warranty period, because now technology is getting more advanced, but then the mechanics out there, they might not they're not familiar with the technology yet. Yeah, so this is like kind of worrying, if I can say that.
Yeah, that is also true lah.
I mean, what do you think?
I mean, a lot of times mechanic now is being forced to learn about the new type of engine layout, because a lot of new cars, their engine is not as exposed already, right? They have this plastic top, everything is like covered nice, and then you don't know what goes where. If like I was to be a mechanic and I look at that, I'd be like, no, I am not gonna fix that car, man. Because as articles says, like, you know, comparing a manual transmission and an auto transmission, auto is definitely more complicated with more gears and machinery that goes on, and then everything is being controlled by the computer that's on your car. So if anything goes wrong and your computer, don't know lah, touch wood, kena air apa-apa, you know, sudah digorengkan, mechanics will usually have a hard time like finding the right thing to fix for newer cars lah. But if you say older cars, you open the bonnet, everything there, you can see it very clearly.
Yes.
And it's like, it's not very hidden. So of course lah, you need to find a mechanic that is specialized in different cars lah. Like you just can't go to a normal mechanic and say, can you help me check this? If they are not experienced enough, or they don't have experience in that car's brand, they're gonna have a issue, and your car, instead of fixing it, you need to get it fixed even more. You're gonna spend even more money.
Yes. That's one way to say that. Okay, I'm very excited for your next point.
Yeah, the next point, you get to choose your preferred number plate.
Now, in Malaysia, number plates is very important.
I'm pretty sure it's not just Malaysia alone. I mean, it's around the world. Number plate is very important,
for
right?
us, when anytime there's an accident, we were bound to see that number plate.
Yes. The famous 4-digit number plates.
Yes.
And then you go to the very famous Toto shop.
Yes, there's 3 kinds.
And then you'll buy every single combination available.
And then it's kind of like a culture when the first time you get your car, you're bound to have to spend the whole week in Toto to buy your number plate that you chose.
Oh yes, that's very true. That is very true.
And then that's where you see whether is your car lucky to bring you some kind of or you just picked the wrong number.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying a new car, the sales guy would usually ask, do you want your car number plate to be the same with your current car? Or you have any preferred numbers that you want in your number plate? And then usually they will charge like, usually it's 150 to 200 lah,
But
for
we
a
have
normal
another,
number plate.
We have another kind of events where people will beat their, like those limited edition number plates though.
Actually, yes, limited edition, they beat with it. Another one is that they would beat for any number plate. I mean, all the number plates that we have in Malaysia are open for bidding. But of course, usually the ones that are always being beat at is 1 to 10, double digit ones, or 4 digits of the same number one.
Yeah.
So that's one thing lah.
I don't know what's so special about the numbers being the same.
I mean, it's easier for people to remember. That's one
You
thing.
can't remember
Another
4
one,
numbers.
I don't know. I don't know.
But I think the latest limited edition number plate was the KFC. I'm not sure whether have you came upon the news.
Yeah, KFC. Yep, that one.
That is just crazy.
It's crazy. The prices on that, man,
You can
it
buy
goes
a
to
new
millions.
car. I mean, some people,
Yeah.
I think some people they believe in feng shui.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they will buy a number plate that is more expensive than the car.
Oh yes, it's very common in Malaysia.
So
Actually, in Dubai also,
Whoa.
they buy number plates that cost more than houses or their cars combined just to have that number plate.
That's why. So next time, if you're planning to like rob the car, maybe you can just go for the number plate.
Actually, no. If you want to rob a person, look at their car number. Look at their number plate.
Wow,
If
you're
you
very
see the number plate
experienced,
and then the number plate there got Datuk sign, target lah dia.
Whoa! Excuse me, are you threatening now?
No. But I mean, usually that's what people target lah. Like they
Why
will
are you
target.
so familiar with this kind of target? Huh?
As a student that studies psychology, in
Oh.
their design and thinking class.
And then you decide to like research deeper on this kind of psychology? Are you planning
No, I do not
something?
plan to. I mean, that would be a good thing to kind of like go into, but
Okay.
it's kind of a dead end topic, to be honest.
Okay, before we move on to the next topic, it's time for advertisement time. So let me ask you this question. What do you think about automotive e-commerce platforms?
Sorry, what?
Automotive e-commerce platform. It's like an
Oh my
e-commerce
gosh.
platform just for automotive spare parts.
I mean, it's gonna be easier, definitely. It's gonna be super easy. I mean, it connects you to everything that you need, right? Yeah, essentially, it's gonna be easier
That
for
will
everyone.
depend. So let us know what do you think about e-commerce for automotive spare parts and accessories, and then maybe you can state out your concerns at the comment below as well, because we have something prepared for you. Or if you happen to sell spare parts or car accessories, you can actually leave your contact at below as well, and I will contact you as soon as possible, because we have a project that's just for you and expanding your business. I can't believe we did an advertisement. Okay.